batch slow play, but your last one's out, so it's up to you to take as long as you want. But please push, please push the ones in front as hard as you can. Okay, I think that's all you need to know. So we Gary to go first, then Lance, then Rob. We'll get you up in a couple of minutes.
It's not the right line, but
Next on the tee.
oh, that stay there. Terrible. Oh, fuck. After a couple of full swings and a couple of poor shots around green, I was thinking to myself, like, why is nothing coming easy today? Like, why does everything feel so hard? You know, I just weren't swinging with any freedom. I felt tense and I weren't getting positive thoughts. That's right on line and all, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll hit a provisional as well. That's better. I'm just hitting everything left to where I'm sort of aiming. I'm literally thinking of worst possible outcome here. Don't fin it.
Not that.
And yeah, caught it a little bit at bottom. I think my confidence here is hitting rock bottom. I daren't even pull my wedge out. I've gone to putter to just make sure I get it on green. And this has turned into a disaster. I'm making this look a lot harder than it actually is. Just hitting everything left.
Right.
No. It's either good or bad. It's not your day. It's not your day, is it? It's, you know, probably what, a foot from being on green.
Jesus.
And what happened there?
I think it just caught left, didn't it?
Thinking,
Shot
like,
right.
what's going on here? And I think this sums it up, because you'll know if you watch channel guys, I'm such a confident putter. I really, really do thrive on these sort of putts, and to miss something like that for a par, I'm just like, I can't even putt. Like, I can't even do something I'm really good at. It's not really, but
It's the shot. It's just got a bloody.
I think I'm going to go between bunker and flag and try and play the right shot. And weirdly enough, I don't know why, but at this point, after that good sort of iron shot, I started to feel a little bit more relaxed. I started to think, well, you know, I'm here, there's nothing I can do about what's happened. My score's absolutely gone. I've got to get round. What we've been doing. So let's just play. Let's just play golf. It'll work. Oh, that's not good ball flight.
Wind didn't turn it.
Wow. How's that gone there? Steady.
Drop right, doesn't it? That's it.
Stop,
Oh.
stop.
Sit, sit. Very good.
Cheers.
Very good.
I don't know why I felt really angry on this shot for where it started, and I just swung so
far
hard.
up on the fairway, it's alright.
Tried to really kill it.
Go 6. And if it's not right, it's not right. But
I think there's a case for either, mate.
I've got to use a bit of like experience from being playing here.
So we had 198 yards uphill. We were in between a 5 and a 6. We've gone for the lower, and it
Get a
just
good
took
kick.
the biggest bounce you've ever seen, and went through back at green.
We'll see it. Sharp. Up, up.
Last leg out, please, mate.
Finish it off.
Thanks,
Create a birdie putt on nearly every hole. I've got a great chance of doing well, so why not? Why have I not?
Lovely.
Just hold that line.
It's a good job at that 7-9 now, isn't it?
Should be alright, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Not ideal, but go on, get there.
With course being so firm and rolling, and a bit of loss of confidence, I was struggling to get my wedges out. I was so negative.
No.
Nowhere near my line.
Bastard.
I remember studying out thinking like, just commit to aiming left and feeling a fade, and if it goes left and we shoot 200, we shoot 200. But try and play some
I
committed
think
swings.
that's alright, isn't it?
Try and figure it out.
That's good. That's took a
Yes.
friendly bounce.
Finally.
No, pussy. Four.
I'm trying to feel the
Again.
biggest fade swings ever, and I'm not getting any movement on ball. It's just, you know, a slight draw, if anything.
I think it's way too much, that, innit? Fucking hell. Oh, that was terrible. That could be the best shot of the day, apart from
Oh,
being
God.
so high.
Yeah, I'm not going to see it, but.
You're right. man.
Mate. Short.
Oh, has that gone right at that? Oh my God. I were close. I were very close to chucking that club.
I thought you meant going home.
Unbelievable. I don't know what's happening
Get
today.
in comments if you can relate to this.
Go on. Go on.
Oh.
Yeah, good effort. Yes.
Oh, Gaz, he's pulled it out of the
Better.
hat.
Anyone want to go round again?
5.
No.
I know it could come up short, Dan. I appreciate that. Stay there.
It's a great layup.
I know, I get it. Hit it. You are? You're the ball? No, I pushed it down. You put that. Wait, pond on left. I should have hit an iron if I weren't going to commit to aiming left, so I hit completely wrong club there, really.
Why? Why? Why?
Can I walk this way?
Come on.
Shot. I'm going to play provisional just in case I can't find it. Slice 3 with a red smudge.
I think this one at first heavy shots I didn't round, and it weren't going to be at last one, you see.
Oh.
So that last heavy iron shot were going through my mind here. I didn't quite catch that so clean. That were a tad heavy, got away with it. But I think that's just, yeah, summarising basically how mentally negative and poor I were.
Yes.
That's the ball.
Again, I'm thinking, don't hit this one heavy. I would have chipped this every day of the week normally. And again, such a negative shot. Didn't hit a bad shot, so I've tried to put it. Well, this is going to be a really difficult video to conclude on, and when we said that it were a record-breaking round, it genuinely is a record-breaking round for the highest score I've ever shot. I would say ever shot. I was going to say in a professional tournament, but I think, oh no, it's not, because when I first started I used to shoot over 100. But yeah, in a professional tournament, it's the highest score I've ever shot. I think when I was playing professional tournaments 12 years ago, if I had a very, very disastrous day, it'd have been 10, 11 over, 12 over maximum, and a not so good day would have been 6 over. So to shoot 18 over, it definitely warrants its title. But yeah, I don't want to talk, you know, go through every shot, but if I just start by how I felt on that first tee, because I played Woolley a lot. I'd gone into the first tee with a great vision of just hitting a hybrid over corner, flicking it onto green, and we were on tips, and there's no angle to hit an hybrid. So I'm stuck between a 4-iron and a 5-iron, and I'm thinking, well, if I hit a 4-iron, there's a bunker at end of fairway. I'm going to run through into that. I've got to hit a 5, and then I've got no time to sort of get comfortable on this 5-iron, because I'm like, don't hit it right. If I hit it right, I'm not going to carry it corner. If I don't strike it pure, I'm not going to carry it water. There's all these negative thoughts going through my head, and I've gone straight into the round with such a high pressure shot, and didn't strike it 100%, but got away with it. And then I'm in a position where I've never been before. I've got 150 yards into the first hole at Woolley. I'm used to flicking it on with a wedge, and it's bouncing at minute, and I needed to start over that bunker on the left where pin were tucked in. Well, I can't start over that bunker, because if I hit the green from there, it's just going to bounce through. It's firm, so I've had to aim a lot more straight. I've got a bit of fade, and it's gone into bunker. It was a disaster start, and then I'm in bunker thinking, shall I play my safety bunker shot, what I've been doing for weeks, where I just take a big cushion of sand, which is idiot proof, or do I play the shot I'd done this morning in my lesson, where I was taking a light cushion of sand and sort of, just clipping it off the sand. So I got a lot of thoughts going through my head early on in the round, and as you'll see on second and third hole, I've been fading the ball for weeks, and I pulled the ball twice, left to where I was aiming, lost the ball on the second, missed the green by miles on the third, and after 3 holes, my score were absolutely gone. I'd absolutely blown my score, and from there on, I was just playing with so much fear. I was a nervous wreck. So I think them first 3 holes set me up in such a negative way for the day, and no fault of Dan's whatsoever. But I think I've certainly can conclude on this, and I think he'll agree, that Dan's such a good green reader. I know he can help Sam, and he sees the lines perfectly. But you've probably seen, if you watch my vlogs quite a lot, I'm a really good putter, but I'm not a good putter in a way. So basically, I push the ball, but I repeat what I do so well. So over the years, I've programmed myself to probably apply a lot more break from the left. And Dan's helping me green read, and it weren't until a few holes into the round I started to realise, like, everything Dan's readings, I'm missing the ball further right, missing the hole on the bottom side, because I'm programmed to move further left. So even my putting, which is usually a strength, weren't saving me. I had nothing on the day, so it was an absolute disaster. I would say definitely 80% of it were down to how I felt going onto the tee, that high pressure first shot. I think it just, first few holes really got me into a negative hole. And do you know what I was saying to Dan after the round? I cannot wait for the next tournament. You might think that's crazy, but I cannot wait to try to correct this in some way, even if it's baby footsteps, and even if it's just feeling different, that I can feel a bit better or shoot a bit better score. I can't wait to play again. And it's just unfortunate that the next 2 tournaments I can't make. I've got a friend over where we've organised something from Dubai. He's only here for a short stay, and then I'm in Scotland for the second one, so it's going to be a few weeks, but I can't wait for the next one. And you know, it's a tough one to take, but I've got to be positive. It's only up from here, and I've got to remember why I'm doing this. And for those of you that don't know, I want to go and challenge some of the top playing YouTubers and some of the better players. So what I'm trying to do is put myself under the toughest circumstances I can, you know, professional golf to the highest level I can play in, on camera where everybody can see what I've done, so that when I am put under tough circumstances in future, I'm comfortable in that scenario. Because, you know, I would say now, I'm very comfortable, you know, playing a scratch golfer on YouTube, or, you know, YouTube don't faze me anymore. So I can play on camera now, I'm quite comfortable with that. But what I want to do is be able to do it in competitions as well on camera, because that'll set me to, well, that's the goal anyway, is to play under the toughest circumstances I can, so my mental game's strong, so that I don't leave anything to chance. Because if there's anything, I probably knew that playing the competition like this on camera would be my toughest challenge, and it's definitely proven to be. I'm just hoping now when I go and play social golf that I can overcome this negativeness that I've been left with, that I can go and probably play some rounds now and get some confidence back. So I'm feeling, yeah, really low on confidence. But yeah, I can't wait to play again, and I'm going to stick with what I'm obviously doing in lesson wise as well. That's another thing that's crossed my mind. It would have been so easy to think, right, stop aiming left, let's just aim straight and blah blah blah. But I've got to commit, because I've had my best golf from them lessons I've had this year, where I've learned how to play a fade, and I've just got to remember this is one round, and I shouldn't let this affect the way I move forward, because otherwise I'm never going to get anywhere with golf. I've done that years after years. I keep going back to what's comfortable, and you know, then ended up like worse off for it. So I'm going to commit to this aiming left and trying to fade it off that line. If it kills me, I'm going to commit to it. So yeah, that's the conclusion. It were a disastrous day, but it's the first voiceover vlog we've done as well, so I'm not sure how that were to watch. You guys are my eyes and ears, you watch a lot of these vlogs, so give me as much negative feedback as you can, so that I can improve the voiceover vlog, whether you want music on there or whether you want me to talk over it more. I don't quite know. I've tried to watch other people's, but I know obviously first one, you know, I've done it, it won't be the best, but there we are. That's the first professional tournament after 12 years of playing golf. It was an absolute disaster, and hopefully it's onwards and upwards from here. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'm sorry to disappoint. There's no one more disappointed than me, but that's golf, and we'll be back. We'll be back for the second event. I'll stick the date up on screen now, and yeah, make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.